Hello, fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at He-Man from the brand new Masters of the Universe Origins line. I'm very excited about this. I think we first found out about these back at SDCC last year, and I just was in love. I'm a huge Masters of the Universe fan. I was when I was a kid, and then because there kind of wasn't any merchandise or anything for the brand, I kind of forgot about it and it kind of fell out off my radar. And in the recent years, with Mega Constructs and things like that, a lot more He-Man merchandising kind of rekindled my love of the franchise. So, very, very excited about this. When I first found out about this new toy line, it's basically updated figures based on the original toy line, but now with all the new, articulations and things that toy technology has come a long way in the years since the original toy line came out. So you can see that the artwork on the card very, very reminiscent of the original toy line, which I absolutely love. Modern posing, retro play apparently is the tagline for this line. It says new for 20 up here in the corner. If we take a look on the back, you can see it says modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures. Masters of the Universe Origins gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro style figures or in new action packed battle positions. So, first wave is going to have He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evelyn, and Beastman. And you can see twist into battle positions, fit Power Sword into hand. Crazy features. How can you go wrong? But no. So basically, when they first told us about this line, they kept saying fall 2020. But for whatever reason, Walmart had a couple of these pop into stock. I think He-Man and Skeletor. I wasn't able to get Skeletor, but I was able to grab a He-Man, and I'm really psyched. So I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go ahead, get this guy out of the packaging so we can take a closer look. So here he is out of the packaging, and I got to say, he looks absolutely fantastic. They did a wonderful job with this figure. The other thing I want to point out real quick, he comes with a mini comic just like the original toys did, which is absolutely fantastic. I love that. You can see it's got the lineup for the first wave there on the back. And then it's just a tiny little mini comic, but it looks great. Really nice artwork. It's only, a couple pages, but really, really cool. I love it. That's such an excellent attention to detail, just like the originals, to have those comics in there. I think that's so cool. But taking a look at this figure, absolutely fantastic. I believe it's still 5 inches, just like the originals. But you can see right off the bat, the detail, the paint on the harness looks fantastic. The head sculpt looks great. The head is kind of like, I would say the hair is like a little bit softer plastic, but I think it works. He's got a spot to hold the sword or the axe. And we'll get into the accessories in a minute, but the head's on a ball joint, so that can move all the way around. You have a normal kind of hinge and swivel for the shoulder joint there. You have a hinge and swivel at the elbow. You have a wrist hinge and swivel as well. The waist can swivel. You have the hip that has kind of a hinge and then forward and back. Not so much forward and back, but definitely out to the side. You have a knee joint that can bend as well as swivel. And then you also have a boot swivel. And then you have a hinge here in the ankle as well as a swivel. So these things are decked out with articulation. I absolutely love that. That is fantastic. But definitely has the feel of the original toy, which is really, really cool. So getting to accessories, he does come with his power sword. And it is half, just like the original toy. So I'm assuming if you get the other half from Skeletor, you can put them together to make the full sword. But of course, you can go ahead and peg it right into his hand. I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. Come on now. There we go. Snaps right in. You can get the shield, which fits over his hands and then clips onto his forearm, like so. Perfect. And then he comes with an axe as well, which you could put here in the back if you'd like. Or you could switch it with the sword. We can go ahead, take the sword out of his hand, put that here in the back, and then have him hold the axe instead. There we go. So that's really cool. I love this so much. They did a great job with this. Let me bend the elbow here. There we go. So that's really cool. He looks great. I'm really, really digging this. That's really, really cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the original He-Man figure handy. My originals from being a kid are just in storage, and I can't get to them right now. But I do have a Funimation, or I guess it's the Super 7 Funimation He-Man that's like in the style of the original toy. So it has kind of the same articulation. It has that spring-loaded gimmick. So it's pretty similar to the original, but just kind of done in the Funimation style. And I just wanted to show off real quick, putting them next to each other. It's like night and day. I'm going to put his hand down because the shadow is hiding his face. But you can see how it has the feel of the original toy, but has so much more articulation. And I think just overall looks a lot better. I just think the accessories are pretty on par. You can see, he keeps dropping his sword, but that's neither here nor there. You can see how the shield are very similar. The sword, this sword is like a double sword, so this one is like two put together but molded as one solid thing. But he doesn't really have a loop, which is something that always bothered me as a kid. He doesn't have a great place to hold the sword, where they fixed that here. Very nice loop there. I really appreciate that. I really think that that's perfect. And I was never really a fan of the spring-loaded gimmick. It's not bad, but it's just something that I'm glad these, I get what they were going for, but I think this new toy not having it is a big improvement, because then you can really just have the freedom to put them in whatever poses you want without having to worry about it springing back or worry about that spring, eventually going bad. So I'm going to take him out of here so we can just focus on this dude. I just think they did a really great job. The articulation's great. The accessories are great. The paint applications, everything really nice. The red goes all the way on the back. Same with the belt, the boots, everything. They didn't really skimp on any paint as far as I can tell. I don't see anywhere where I would want paint that doesn't have it. Yeah, I I absolutely love this. They did a fantastic job. I gotta say, I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on more of these. I am really blown away by this figure. Again, great articulation, great accessories, great paint applications. I think the head sculpt looks great. I really don't have anything to complain about with this figure. I absolutely love it. I'm really, really excited for this line. I've seen the rest of the first wave pictures online. I've seen there's going to be a Sky Sled coming with Prince Adam that I'm super excited about. So everything I've seen so far has me really excited for this line, and I can't wait till they do more vehicles and playsets. I think that's going to be great. So I got to say, between this and the Mega Constructs, Mattel is crushing it, bringing Masters of the Universe back, and I'm really, really excited for it. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick, I found this again on Walmart.com. They randomly popped in stock. It was $14.99, which I think is a pretty fair price, considering this is a 5-inch figure, and you figure most 6-inch figures are 20, so they're like an inch taller, but I would say you have the same amount of accessories, same amount of paint applications and articulation. So I think $15 for these is a very fair price. And they're not like a website exclusive or an online exclusive. As far as I know, they should be available in stores eventually. So at one point or another, you should be able to just go to Walmart, go to Target, maybe even just check Amazon and find these in stock. So I'm really excited. Like I said, I really have nothing to complain about. I can't recommend this enough. So, make sure you camp out, check out Walmart.com, various other online stores, or just keep checking your local stores. Again, they kept saying fall 2020, so I would have to imagine maybe by August, September, these things should be popping up in stores pretty frequently, so you should be able to find them fairly decently. But again, I love it. I can't stress enough how much I'm really excited for this line. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.